From a grim reaper that was caught on CCTV to a strange humanoid creature running alongside a car, here are some of the most bone-chilling moments recorded on camera footage. In this spine-chilling video, a Reddit user shares a disturbing moment when her cat is flicked into the air by an unseen entity.
It doesn't look like she was jumping by herself. She kind of did a weird flip in the air. But just see what you guys think.
The footage captures the unsuspecting feline playing in the living room when it's abruptly and violently thrown into the air, seemingly picked up by an invisible force. The Reddit user is left shaken by the event, and it is evident that something truly inexplicable has occurred. Diego Ortiz, a loyal channel subscriber from the town of Patilato in Colombia, contacted us via email to share a disturbing moment captured by a security camera installed in a central area of this town.
Ahí dijo que hay que ir a mirar si eso tiene un balcón de balcón. Dijo que no, porque si hay un balcón le sacaría no solo este cuerpo, pero saca todo el cuerpo. Sí. Mira, ahí vuelve y se entra. Ahí se le entró.
Y por aquí sacan el mando y lo montan en una moto. Uy, se fue otra vez,
Ya no sale más.
The footage shows the aftermath of a fight that resulted in a tragic murder, during which the camera appears to capture the presence of something remarkable. We leave it to you to interpret the scene and identify the black shadow on the side. Initially, it appeared to be a curtain from a second-floor window, but the way it moves seems peculiar. Another possibility was that it could be a person looking from a balcony, but Diego confirms that there are no balconies or windows in that area. He claims that the camera recorded nothing less than the Grim Reaper, a dark entity known to collect the souls of the deceased. Keep in mind that the entity appears to be floating. Do you see a curtain or something else? While I try to maintain a skeptical outlook, I believe I even see a hood. Please share your thoughts on what you see. Do you sense the excitement building up? Prepare for a thrilling experience as we are just getting started. If you approach Deanna Simpson's home in Hanover, Pennsylvania, you might be met with a warning to stay away. Deanna resides in a notoriously haunted house and has seen shadowy figures and heard unexplained voices that seem to come out of nowhere. Deanna warns that if the ghosts urge you to come closer, it's best not to listen, as they might attempt to possess you. However, if you're curious about just how haunted this house is, Deanna suggests you ask Fox News reporter Katie Kairos. When the news crew entered the house, one crew member suddenly felt a searing pain in his wrists. Deanna recognized this as a warning from the ghost, and sure enough, the crew member had a fresh scratch on the inside of his arm. The cameraman likened the sensation to hot metal against his skin. Deanna claims that such incidents regularly occur to anyone who enters her home, and that they could be a warning or even a possession attempt. She also claims to have been pushed down the stairs. As the crew filmed, orbs were seen coming from that area, and Katie was touched and pinched by unseen entities amidst the strange lights and noises in the home. Two friends heard something significant running across the room of their home. One of them grabbed a camera and bravely ventured into the night. With his flashlight, he scanned the rooftop and saw the oversized pink head of a wild creature with no fur. He climbed onto the roof to get a better look at the beast, but when he got up there, it was gone. Little did he know that the creature was stalking him from an unseen vantage point the entire time. The crouching humanoid appeared to be half the size of an average person and had cold, beady eyes that were low and close together, like those of a wild animal. If you zoom in, you will see that it is either CGI or a real creature, as its skin is way too tight to be a mask. Many believe that this is the Rake, a pale mythological creature that attacks without warning. Let me know what you think this is, and whether this person was moments away from being in danger. At Billy's diner, a child is briefly left alone, and during that time, she may have had a conversation with a ghost. As you look at the wrapped silverware on the table in front of her, you'll see it moving on its own as she speaks. Although she later acknowledges that she may be talking to an imaginary friend, this does not explain the movement of the silverware without anyone touching it. After this eerie encounter, the ghost seems to leave her alone, and she continues to eat as if nothing happened. It is unknown what the ghost's intention were for their food. Stay prepared for what lies ahead, as these final two clips are certain to linger in your nightmares. The subject of this account is a doll that is believed to be over a century old and is not expected to move on its own. Its owner suspected that it could be possessed, so they placed it on a chair in front of a camera and recorded it for an entire day. There is no activity for a while, but if the doll were being manipulated, a fishing line or other evidence should appear against the dark background. I am curious to know your thoughts on whether this video could be a hoax or if you believe it is genuine. In 2018, while driving at midnight, a rapper and his friends spotted a strange humanoid creature running alongside their car. The creature, whoever or whatever it was, did not move like a human and had an unusual running style. Surprisingly, moments later, they turned back to get another glimpse of the creature, and it caught up with them once again on the driver's side of the car. However, they had to make a hasty getaway when the creature started sprinting with eerie, glowing eyes. Due to the darkness, it was difficult for them to properly see and identify any further details about the creature. Nonetheless, those who watched the video labeled it a hoax, claiming it was just a person trying to garner attention.